When I was a young fella and I started at Marrickville Council, this was an operating flour mills, right? You never really took much notice of it. Then all of a sudden it closed down. Thought to yourself, wonder what they're going to do with this joint. And eventually they started punching holes in the side of the mills and started pulling buildings apart, and then that started turning into a block of units. This used to be a goods rail. So all the goods trains would come from Darling Harbour through here. It was an old coal-fueled train. So if you were standing here when the train come through, there'd be smoke filling this area. So you can imagine as a kid smelling that. You could just go, oh mate, this was unbelievable. So every time you heard the train coming, you'd be running down to stand on the bridge to watch this train go past with all the goods on it. Let's move up to today. We've got what we've got here. Tremendous light rail system. Jump on the train, you're in the city, 20 minutes. How good is it? We're down here in Arlington Oval, Johnson Park and Williams Parade. We'll start at the park. As someone just said as I was walking along, I've driven down here 100 times, never even knew that there was a grandstand in the middle of the park. You come here of a weekend, this park is absolutely packed with people coming for barbecues, parties. When I first started, you wouldn't see anyone in this park. You wouldn't see no one. You wouldn't see a person. Come the weekend, it'd be the vandals in the park and wreck the park, and it wouldn't be cleaned up till Monday. You go now back to Arlington Oval. When I first joined council, that was a grassed field that took a lot of maintenance to look after, a lot of maintenance. We've now turned it into artificial turf. The maintenance is cut down by heaps. A lot more people use the oval. And looking down this street here, Williams Parade. When I first started at Marrickville Council, and prior to that, I'd known it as BP Park Hill. There was a tyre factory here. Now, when I started at Marrickville Council, you would come here every day to pick up rubbish, dead animals, dump vehicles. The smells down there were absolutely, you wouldn't bring anyone down here. If you'd only bring someone down here overnight if you wanted to do something bad down here, that's what the area's like. Have a look down Williams Parade today. The trees have all been planted since the buildings were put up. You go down there, all nice units. This once was a little park. It's been turned into a garden area for everyone to come around, a community garden area. A lot of work to get the garden to this stage. Apparently the park had contamination in it, and they had to get all the contaminated soil and everything out of it. And this is what we've got today. The community look after this area. We virtually don't have to come here to do anything, which is a good idea, great idea. Turning it back over to the community. It wasn't only the other month, I thought to myself, you want to get away from somewhere and go quiet and have some lunch? Come and sit in this park. It's absolutely great. 10 minutes from the city, look where you're sitting. The things we should be promoting with the light rail is our little parks that are along the way. Get off at this one, Hoskin Park, get off the next one, Johnson Park, Arlington Oval, get off at the next one, the skate park, Dulwich Hill. We've got our big skate park down there, so it's not only just a trip into the city, it's a trip out of the city.